Hey everybody, it's me Ben with Maker Decor, and for today's video we're going to cover a topic that gave me such a big headache when I first got started: shipping. Usually when I want to learn about something, I'll check Google and YouTube. YouTube more just because you get a lot more information, and what I found out quickly was there's not really a lot of stuff on shipping, like actual like what you need to ship, how much it costs, and how it works. Like, I swear I looked over and over and over, and you have people who just like talk about a box and maybe how you should ship, and with this box, and make sure you use like you put some nice stickers and you do this, and I'm like, I just want to know the logistics of it. How much does it cost? Like, how does it work? How much should I be charging if I'm gonna make this product? How much would shipping be? What if I'm shipping to just state to state? Like, what if I'm just shipping within my state? What if I'm shipping to California or New York or somewhere? I want to know, what should I know? And I could not. Maybe there's some now, but when I started, there was nothing that would be any beneficial or any help for any of this shipping that I could find. And I was looking for a long time. And there was one course that someone who has a YouTube channel, they offered a course on shipping. They had their own products that they would ship, and I'm like, great, awesome. I paid 25 bucks for it, and I'm like, I got there and it was pretty much the same thing. We use a box in a box. We basically copied Amazon, and I'm like, this does not help me. I need to know the logistics. And they just literally just repeated like a couple of things, and that was it. So for this video, I don't know much about shipping. I've been doing it for a couple of months, and I'm just gonna show you what I do, and you can see the mistakes I made, and I'm learning from those mistakes. And hopefully some knowledge here is beneficial for you, whether you're starting a business, whether you're thinking about packaging anything, thinking about shipping anything. The logistics is just crazy. So let's get started with that first. So when you look actually like, where can I buy my shipping stuff from, like basically my stamp, you can go generic, you can go UPS, you can go to the post office, but really what people do is they buy like stuff from like Pirate Ship, Ship Nation, stamps.com. You can get, there's a bunch of different companies that offer discounted shipping to you. So what that means is they'll get a bulk discount from FedEx or UPS, whoever they're dealing with, and then they pass that on to anyone who's a member with them, right? So you can get discounted shipping. But also if you have a website like, I use Shopify. So if you use Shopify, Shopify has theirs integrated in there, so you already get a discount. And you can kind of see there's different ones. Like they have, I think UPS, they get like a 70% discount. The post office, they get like maybe 50%. Double check these numbers, I'm pretty sure they're constantly changing, but their main one that they use is UPS, and that goes good with me because a lot of the stuff I ship is larger stuff. So whatever website you use, you can use the one that they offer discounts with, or you can actually just integrate. You can get like a little app to integrate whatever you're doing. Like I can do Pirate Ship with my Shopify store, and I can integrate it and use whatever I want. Since I was just starting, I'm saying, you know what, that discount that UPS does, that's fine for me. I think it's like 50 to 70% or something like that. So I said, let me just use that. That's probably what most people use. They just use the shipping discount that Shopify offers. So that's what I did. So now you decided what you're going to use, whether if you're using Shopify and you're just using the built-in discount, which is through UPS, or you've got another app and that's what you're going to use. You figured out who you're going to use. Now the next step is really boxing. So how are you going to ship your stuff? And that is probably one of the most frustrating things that you're going to figure out, because that can change your shipping price dramatically. So you can search online for, if you're lucky, say you have you're selling a spiral or a notebook, and you find a perfect 5x8 box that's like 1 inch, and that just fits your vinyls perfect. Or maybe it's a little bigger and you can offer 2 packages or 1, whatever it is. You can do that and you're lucky. I ship a lot of bigger stuff like signs, giraffes, elephants, so there are no real customized boxes for me. So if I get a box that's, we're already at the bigger sizes, so you'll start to realize once you get 1 foot, 2 foot, and you get to 3 foot, the prices start getting, you start seeing a little jump in the prices for shipping. But once you pass 3 foot and you're getting over to 4 foot, and past 4 foot, the prices go up dramatically, like you're gonna see in this video. I'm gonna play around with the pricing in here, that you're gonna see how I change the boxes. When the one box goes, it's 3 foot long, and it can be maybe 14 bucks to ship. And then once you go past 4 foot, it's like maybe 4 foot 2 inches. It goes up to like $100 or $150, and you're like, oh, it's just $14. I'm not gonna ship that. So it almost goes to double whatever product price you are, depending what you're selling, and it's just not economical to really ship something that large. And you can find other avenues, which there are other avenues. If you're shipping way bigger stuff, then you can probably go I think they deal with stuff where you can go to the airport, or they have special deals. So definitely look online through like UPS and stuff like that, where they ship gymongous stuff if you're shipping doors or something. But we're talking about maybe small to medium sized products. Once they start getting past a certain size of that box, that price goes up dramatically. From what I can tell, weight doesn't really play a big factor. If you start getting up to like 50 pounds, yes, but like most basic things you're shipping are gonna be maybe from 1 pound, 10 pounds, 15 pounds. That really doesn't change it. It's the length and the width that really add a lot to this. So that's where you gotta put a lot of your focus at. So you can actually just buy pre-made boxes on Amazon, or you can buy just like direct cardboard, just like cardboard, like a sheet of cardboard here in cardboard, and you can make it yourself. And so I did order some pre-made Amazon boxes, and some of my stuff actually worked out where it would fit right in there. But a lot of my stuff, since they were custom made, they weren't fitting into the sizes that they offered. And so you can go to other places like Uline. They offer a lot of different size boxes and stuff like that, but then you gotta pay for shipping for that, and it just kind of brings up the price, and you're starting to pay $5, $7, $8, $9 for a box. I just said, I'm just gonna make my box. So I bought like a lot of just cardboard by myself, but actually one of the ones that I've actually used the most, honestly, is just cardboard poster board from Walmart. It's actually pretty thick. It's the ones that I don't know if you're a kid, when you would do like a trifold, was it like a presentation of a trifold, and you would have like the poster board that had 3 sides and it was closed. So I went and took a bunch of those from Walmart. I think they're like $2 or $3 or something like that, but it was pretty cheap. I built a template of a lot of my boxes that I used, that I needed a lot. So my repetitive boxes that I knew I was gonna need, I built a template, and then I would just make a bunch of boxes like that. I got it down to where it would take me about 3 minutes to make a box, and they were only less than $3. So it really helped out that way, just making templates, and just made a bunch of those boxes, and I'd keep them. And then I would use those to ship. Crazy, but when you're trying to drop everything and trying to get shipping, will literally destroy your business if you don't focus on the details and get stuff small. And I'll show you on the one that I just built here, the price difference for it. So one of them is the jig box that I make. I sell a lot of those jigs. I use the poster board for it. It takes me less than 5 minutes to put it all together and ship it easy. This next design was the butterfly, and the butterfly, this one has a base that kind of sticks out. Super awkward to ship. So you can make a big old huge box, or I basically decided just to wrap up the top and then wrap up the bottom. People have ordered that before, but what happens is usually they'll order like a couple of things together, like giraffes and other signs and everything, and so I can stack it where it looks pretty neat, and I'll use a bigger box and it's all foamed together and fits nice and snug, and I've never had a problem. But when someone just orders that one, it kind of limits to what you can do with it. I took maybe close to 30 minutes to cut that box. So one is under 5 and one is under 30 minutes. They're actually pretty similar in price. They're off by, I don't know, maybe like $40. But you'll see one costs like $13, $14 to ship. The other one costs almost $50 to ship. And they're actually both almost the same lengthwise. It's the width that got me, and then the inside. So that's what I'm telling you. Custom making, when you buy bigger boxes, it is an option. But double check. You can actually, if you have a Shopify website, you can actually look and sample boxes the way I did here, and kind of see. You make a sample order and see what yours is gonna look like. And I was doing that, and I'm showing you on here, and you can see how prices will change dramatically. So whatever you're shipping, make a sample box and kind of see like, what does this charge? And these are actually with the discount. So like, I think this was the discount. I don't remember what it was. It was probably closer to over $100 to ship, but I shipped it for, I think, like $49, almost $50 to ship that butterfly, which I need to price that higher. And so that's another one that we will talk about right now, pricing. So you'll learn. So that's my first time shipping it like that, and no, the price went up from that. After you see that, and I'm like, no, if I got a 30 minutes, I'm not paying for that. It's coming out of me. This first one, now I know, but no, the price goes up for that. A lot of stuff I did that way. It's just I had no idea, and with all the products I have, I can't really test them all. It was just like, let me just start, throw whatever's at the wall and see what sticks. And so the same thing with my jig. So I actually we used that jig a lot. That little the white box I made, I sold a lot of those. So pretty quickly I realized that's not gonna work. I think I started that thing off at $50, and then now it's like at 80. I think $80 now, which is actually it's a good price for what that is. Before I was underselling it and started putting in all the costs, but then when I got the cardboard from Walmart, lowered the cost of shipping, lowered the cost of everything, I was able to make those and ship them pretty easily. And once I changed the price, it worked out for me. So don't be afraid to change your prices once you ship one, or you like realize someone ordered that and you put it on and you're like, that did not work out. So it's always better to do your homework before, but if not, just be like me, just randomly, I'm like, let's just start it and we'll see what happens. You can change the price, definitely have to, because you don't want to ever lose money. So boxes, very important. Find out what's the smallest and best box that's for you, for your product, and it's gonna be efficient and effective for you shipping. All right, next topic is supplies. What do you need to ship? What do you need? So it can vary for everybody what you use. I'm just gonna go over the stuff that I use the most, and that has definitely helped me a lot. All right, for the first thing that we'll discuss is actually a little weigher. So this actually, I got this on Amazon. All this stuff is from Amazon, and I'll put the links below. So if you wanna get that, you can. That helps me out a little bit too as well. But get whatever you feel is best for you. This is just kind of the stuff that's worked out for me. This actually worked out great. It's battery powered, and I've had this for months, and the battery works. It's pretty easy. I like that this is separate from the machine, because sometimes you have a bigger box and you don't want it, you can't even see the numbers. So I specifically got this one because I can put it over here and weigh a box, because you're gonna need to weigh your box and put that in your order before you can ship it out. Next thing you're gonna need, measuring tape. You're gonna have to measure your boxes, so you're definitely using this all the time. The second thing I got is a really good box cutter and a lot of blades. So I actually like this one specifically, and definitely recommend you look for something that has this right here. What this does is it scores the board so you can make folding lines. So if you have to customize a box, you can't just fold a cardboard box. Well, you can, it's just gonna look all funky because you're just randomly folding it. But if you just use this, and you can use it with a ruler or a straight edge and create a straight line, it actually allows it to fold real easy. All these little notches just kind of go in there, and they allowed it to make that line, so you can fold basically you can fold any lines that you make on there. So definitely almost a must have. You will need some random scissors, and this isn't a must, but it was actually pretty beneficial. This is a Dremel. It's like a electronic scissors when you don't want to like run through stuff or use a cardboard, or a lot of times I just use this, a little thing. It's electric scissors. They help out a lot. Pretty easy to cut, so less work on your hands. But you don't have to get this, but if you run into some stuff, this might be an option for you, especially if you have a lot of issues with your hands. Kind of pretty easy. The next thing is the label printer, and I was really searching on Amazon for like a good label printer, and they all look pretty similar, but I ended up going with this one, and I actually love the way this one works out. Pretty easy to set up with my computer, and I believe this one works with rolls, so you can use rolls, different sizes, or you can use the flat paper, so they sell it in different ones. But in here is actually a roll. That's the one I use the most. And actually with label printers, I got these because you can actually get different colors and make stickers if you want. So you make a little design. I don't know, so what if you're like a logo is a cow or something. You can make a cow on a computer, and it'll actually print it in black. And these actually don't work off of ink. So I think it's like heat or something, I'm not too sure. Thermal, right? So it's just inkless, and you can just make as many stickers as if you want. That's an option, but it's only one color, like black. So definitely recommend this printer. It's worked out a lot for me. The other thing that's worked out really good, I like having, is just putting the fragile stickers. So I did have one package where I think a giraffe tail broke. I just hate getting a message like that. But I was able to take care of it for the customer. But you don't want to do that, so definitely, even with your boxes, package them right. But also, I just started adding fragile, and since I did that, I haven't really had any issues. The next thing is bubble wrap. So that's a must for most stuff that you're gonna ship. It depends. If you're shipping a book, you'd probably be fine. You can do like tissue paper or something to make it look nice. But for other stuff, if you're shipping bigger stuff, bubble wrap definitely helps out. I like the bigger bubbles, definitely helped out. Another one is you don't have to, but if you did want to, I guess, work on a little bit of your branding, which that's what I wanted to do. So I ended up I just went to Canva and I actually made some like thank you cards and some like website cards, and I even made some stickers, and I put them together in a thing like this. So I got these wraps. I'll show you these. Yeah, like a stack of these, like a bazillion for like, I don't know, $10. So definitely worth it. And they're actually pretty decent quality. I put them all in together like this. I just went to Canva, made whatever design I wanted to make, and then I actually have an option there where you can actually just get it printed, and it printed it like at a FedEx that was like not even too far from my house. So like I think the next day I just went and got all my stuff together, which was pretty neat. You can also get it professionally made or whatever, but I just wanted something cheap and fast, and that would actually worked out pretty good. So thank you, Canva. All right, the next thing is tape. So you're gonna use tape a lot, and I ended up buying these rolls. These work out really well, and this works out really well as well. So definitely recommend this one. It's just your basic tape roller. Helped out a lot. I use it a lot actually. If you want later on, there's some better ones that you can invest in, but they're more expensive. Some tape rollers get a couple of $100 to like over $1,000 for those nice tape rollers. If you're just starting out, I would definitely recommend these. They worked out really well for me. All right, so you see me together when I'm putting these boxes together. You'll see the white box, super easy, super quick. Once you have a product, definitely recommend putting as much research as you can into getting the box that fits what you need. Also think about if someone's gonna order more than one of that. If you have a product that maybe you sell like a whatever, maybe you sell something like some binders or something that people can buy on a combo pack, keep that in mind. But definitely do a lot of research on what's gonna be, what do you hope will be, or what do you think will be your most used box, and kind of figure that out and figure out shipping cost. From what I've discovered from shipping, so if I say my most one is that jig, say if I ship that jig anywhere in Texas, it's usually about $12. If I ship to New York or California or South Carolina, anywhere like that, they're usually the most expensive. It's usually about $13, $14. $14 is usually the base, kind of what I pay anywhere. So when you're looking at shipping, there's three options. Customer can pay for shipping, or you can pay for shipping, or y'all can split it. And really what I've been doing is the splitting. So on our website, you'll see if they order over $50, then I pay for shipping. But any of my products that are over 50, I made sure to kind of add that buffer zone of a couple of dollars for shipping in there. So I kind of included shipping. So if they buy for over 50, I included the shipping. If it's under 50, then they have to pay for shipping. It's just, you have to find whatever you think works for you. And don't forget, you can change this whenever you have first couple of orders and you're like, it's not working out, and have them pay, or you pay, or split it, whatever you want to do. You don't even have to split it down the middle. So like specifically for that butterfly, I think I had ranged $25 for shipping. So I had put that buffer in my mind and in the price for $25 for shipping. We looked, it's closer to 50. So I think I charged $125 for that butterfly, but now I would charge $150 because that money has to come somewhere. It's not coming out of me. I don't want the butterfly. I'm making a product, and if someone wants it, they'll purchase it. And I've done that with other products to make sure that it's kind of fair between what someone wants and what I'm willing to make and ship, because you do have to put in that extra time to ship it. So definitely comes in mind. And like if you look at that price, like I get a lot of my stuff, like that's birch, I get it from a lumber yard. I think I paid $30 for that 1/2 inch. So what is that, 30 divided by 4? I'm trying to do math online. It's probably like 7.5 or something like that. Maybe $7 out of material, and then $50 for shipping, so we're like 57. And then the box material and everything, all the other supplies I put in, I don't know, maybe 75, 80. So what my profit would be, maybe $40, which to me that's not worth it to put all that time and effort for it. So I think if I sold it at $150, I'd feel better about it. If someone didn't want to purchase it for that, then that's on them, that's on me. then we'd figure out, I can eventually see like, well, that's not selling. Either take it off or find a different way that I can kind of ship this thing. Maybe I can take off the bottom piece and just ship it as one flat thing, and then it'll kind of be closer to the $25 mark, and they can assemble it themselves. So there's a lot of things that you're gonna have to figure out as you go. So there's no booklet, there's nothing really helping you on that. And so your best option is to just get started. That's what I did. I was like, let me just get started. I put in that buffer so I know I wouldn't get too screwed over on shipping. And then so on some products I made good profit and I'm like, man, these are well. And other products I'm like, man, that didn't go well at all. It took me 3 hours to put all the whole thing together and I made how much? So adjust your pricing, it's fine. If you're selling a specific product, if they want it, they'll buy it. If they don't want it, they don't have to buy it. You don't have to make it. So to me, it's pretty simple just to get started and see what happens. That's the way I did it, and that's the way I do most stuff. I'm just like, why think about it? Just do it. So I hope a lot of this has kind of been beneficial to you. I know when I looked online, there was nothing covering shipping, and if it was just like what nice boxes to use or something like that. And I'm like, I want to know logistically, what's this gonna cost me? So hopefully you learn from my mistake with the butterfly to how I sell the jig and how that one kind of went together pretty smooth. But it's because I sold that one a lot, so I started adjusting the system, finding better boxes, making sure everything fit and was smooth. So you can make one that'll take 30 minutes to box and ship, which should not happen, and one that's under 5 minutes, which that's relatively good for me. It's just, I don't mind that. Hopefully you're able to grab something from this, whether it's my mistakes and what not to do, or saw some of the products and be like, hey, that'll work out for me. And hopefully this motivates you to do whatever you're gonna do. If you wanna open a shop, start selling anything, it can be necklaces, whatever it is. Hopefully that kind of motivates you to give it a try. And please don't forget to like and subscribe. Put a lot of effort into these videos, especially this one. Kind of just left it all out there, how in the back of how this stuff works and how some of it doesn't work. So if you enjoyed this video or got anything from this video, make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment. Definitely try to get back to you. Wish you all the luck, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.